Hey, what's up guys? It's Pete here with MixBetterNow.com, and today I have a video for you where I want to do a quick overview and a quick walkthrough of the new effects plugin Movement from the folks at Output, one of my favorite plugin companies. But before I do that, please do me a favor. Please hit subscribe, please hit like, and please click on the link below and sign up for the email list where we have all kinds of free stuff for you. We have free mix templates, free multi-track sessions, free plugins, free drum samples, free impulse responses, all kinds of cool free stuff. So please check it out. All right, I'm in Studio One version 3. I have a hip hop session pulled open here. I'm going to play a little bit of it for you so you know what it sounds like, and then we will throw Movement on a bunch of different tracks and kind of put it through its paces. All right, here we go.
Desde la isla te canto yo, del paraíso que valió este flow. Borinquen en donde brilla el sol, la alegría se siente. Desde la isla te canto yo, del paraíso que valió este flow. Amo Borinquen en donde brilla el sol, la alegría se siente.
Young Flacco, half black and Puerto Rican, student to the language. All fives is how we speaking, no preaching. Action show, that's how we teach it. We are in blood, but touching hearts is how we reach it. But what does gringo mean, huh? And why we beefing? Blame Columbus for breaking bonds to little pieces.
All right, so the plugin Movement, which I'm gonna pull open right now, is a brand new plugin from the good folks at Output. Movement is it's a normal VST or audio unit or AAX plugin. It is not in the mold of Signal and Rev and Exhale, where they're hosted and run through Contact Player. So basically, to instantiate it, you just pull your drop-down menu here, go like you're gonna throw a normal plugin on your track, and Movement pops up. Now, I have to apologize. This is so new. I haven't really learned it super inside and out, but I thought it would be cool to do a video and show you guys the GUI and kind of show you guys how it sounded, because Output unfortunately does not do a demo for this plugin. They have a 14-day money-back guarantee, which is super cool, but unfortunately there is no demo, so it is a little bit difficult. You know, if you're a little hesitant and you want to hear all the different sounds and basically what it can do for you. So we're gonna put it on a couple things. Like I said, there's about 300 different presets. As you can see here, it goes all the way down. There's 300 of them literally. So let me pop this out for a second, So basically, Movement, in the words according to Output, is basically an effects engine that adds movement to anything that you plug into it. What's very cool is that it locks into the tempo of whatever track you're working in. Everything is like a time-based effect, so it kind of has to be able to lock into the tempo, or else you're going to get some pretty crazy sounding things. Of course, if you want to unlock it, you can do that too. But yeah, basically, I mean, it sounds good on, or cool, or different, or a little bit inspirational on just about anything. It sounds cool on guitars, on keys, on vocals, on, I mean, even like the drum bus. You can run it in parallel. You can put it directly on the track. It has a dry wet knob right here. So let's start with the GUI. I'll kind of just walk you through what it's got going on. I'm gonna solo up a guitar track here, and we can start with that. But yeah, so basically we have think of like an X and a Y axis, but they've labeled it A and B. So the A section is on the left here. It's the orangey red color. You can turn that on and off. And on the right hand side is B, engine B, same thing. You can turn that on and off, and it is blue. We have input and output. So you could drive the input a little bit harder, and you can level match it here on the bottom. We have rhythm generators here up top. So each side has 2. You can pick from a step sequencer. There's an LFO and there's a sidechain. Unfortunately, I can't click on the sidechain right now because it makes Studio One crash every time. So I'm just assuming it's just a new bug that they're gonna have to work out in a new update that they're gonna do. So there's basically a step sequencer that we can draw on, and we can decide how many steps we want. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 can go all the way down to 1. We can draw in more. We can even do fun stuff. We could just hit random. It does random things. We can hit clear and clear it, and then click on random again. We can pick the shape of the step. So if you want to do a triangle shape or a square wave or a sawtooth wave, excuse me. We can do all of those things. There's also this little feature here called flux, which we can turn on and off. And just much like a delay repeats, we can pick half note, quarter note, eighth note, etc. We can do dotted, triplets, all kinds of crazy things. And there's even a swing knob here, so you could swing the movement if it's a swing beat. And there's 2 of them, so you can basically do 2. Here on the left-hand side, I'm just going to click out of these for a second, but there are 4 insert slots where it says effects. You can click on one, and let's say we want to put an EQ on first. Well, there's literally a parametric EQ or a shelving EQ. So if you want to do a high shelf and a low shelf and boost and cut, you can do that. If you want to use a parametric EQ, you can literally click and pull and drag it around. You can dial in 2 different frequency points. We have a gain knob. Like I said, there's a frequency point. There is a width knob, which is your Q or your bandwidth. There's another dry wet knob, and then there's an output knob where you can drive it harder or you can pull it back to level match if you're doing some boosting, stuff like that. We click out of that. In addition to EQ, there's delay, there's filtering, there's distortion, there's compression, there's reverb, and all of these have really, really, really cool adjustable features. So I just clicked on distortion, and this distortion has crunch, drive, a high pass filter, a low pass filter. We have a dry wet knob and an output knob again. Everything is the same on both sides, left and right, so I'm only going to go through it on one side to save time. Let's say I wanted to click on, reverb. Again, we have pre-delay, size, high pass filter, low pass filter. So these are all pretty much things that you would see in each respective plugin. Like if you had an EQ plugin or a compression plugin, if I click on compression, we have all the settings you would normally see in a compressor, attack and release, ratio, threshold, makeup gain. And this even has a very, very cool warmth knob on it. And the idea basically is if you're not using one of the 300 presets that come with it, you can implement, and pop in these little slots here, whatever it is that you want in whatever order, and you could dial in whatever sounds you can possibly think of or dream of. If I come back to a preset here, I just want to point out one more thing, which is this little button or knob or whatever you want to call it. While we're playing, we can literally dial and move this. It can also be automated. All of these features can be automated. And what this does is it will manipulate the sides, the A side and the B side as we play it. So let me show you what that sounds like here. Enough of my yamming. The other thing is that when you do get the plugin, you can click on this little question mark right here above where it says movement, and it will have this menu come up where it really goes in and shows you where everything is and what it specifically means in the event that you forget, or if you just want to learn it even a little bit better. So, got a preset up. I'm going to pop it on a guitar. I have it on a guitar here. I'm going to play this guitar for you in solo, and then I will engage the plugin so we can start playing around with this thing. Here we go. So everything that you just heard there, that is how the guitar track came to me. It was recorded and printed with a little bit of reverb on it and a little bit of delay on it and some compression from his pedal board. The only thing I have going on is I have a little bit of EQ and compression on it from the Pro Q2 and the Bus Driver compressor. I'm going to pop movement on, and this is the first preset on it. It's called Plucking Around, and this is what it sounds like. there's the dry wet knob. So if you want to dial it back when you have it on a track and you don't want it super wet, you can do that. All right, the other thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to start moving this knob around so you can hear what happens when you creatively kind of move it to between the A and the B side. Now, the other thing that we can do, no matter what the preset is, or if it's a setting that you come up with on yourself, is you can completely mute and bypass one side. So, for example, here I have shut off the B side or the right side of the plugin. I'm going to go ahead and switch it. Now, as you can see, there's also there's power knobs on each of the two rhythm circles or sections, whatever you want to call it, on the A and the B side. So you can power off one or both of these rhythm generators. So literally, sky is the limit in terms of what you can do. So I'll turn one off on each side, and we'll see what that sounds like. All right, let's check out another preset. I'm just going to kind of fly through a few and just hit play and let you hear what they sound like. So in the preset menu here, there are different genres or subgenres that you can click on if you're looking for something specific for one of your productions or one of your mixes that you want to put it on. Everything from rhythmic, tonal, evolving, plucks, swung, tremolo, dirty, clean, etc. List goes on. This thing's a beast. It's huge. Makes getting through the presets a whole lot easier, and it will make it faster for you if you're looking for a sound very quickly, which is super cool. So let's say we want to click on a dirty triplet, and we'll do, how about rhythmic? Let's see what we come up with that. So here's time and place. Now, just for fun, let's add some drums and bass in. This is not just a creative tool, but it's also a very usable one. I see a preset called Harrison Ford. Gotta check this one out. And I mean, if you think about just playing it, let alone all the things that we can do with automation on this, it's literally endless. Automating it in and out of, a hook or a verse or a bridge section or a B section or letting it roll anywhere you want. I mean, it's literally one of those plugins that, if you can think of it, you can definitely do it. Let's go ahead and put this on something else. I'm thinking about putting it on the all the chorus vocals. We just solo these guys up. Make sure we got nothing else going on.
Desde la isla te canto yo, del paraíso que parió este flow. I'm a borinquen.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll grab movement. And let's throw them on all the chorus vocals. Definitely think that this would sound cool, on your buses and, don't forget in parallel. But we do have the dry wet knob, so really can do anything with this guy. Let's move down the list here. Let's try something like this.
Desde la isla te canto yo, del paraíso que parió este flow. I'm a borinquen donde brilla el sol, la energía se siente. Desde la isla te canto yo, del paraíso que parió este flow. I'm a borinquen donde brilla el sol, la energía se siente. Desde la isla te canto yo, del paraíso que parió este flow. I'm a borinquen donde brilla el sol, la energía se siente. Desde la isla te canto yo, del paraíso que parió este flow. I'm a borinquen donde brilla el sol, la energía se siente. Desde la isla te canto yo.
That one's pretty intense, huh? All right, let's try it on one other thing. I'm going to put it on a Rhodes keyboard, and we'll see how that sounds on the keys. I personally like the way it sounds on keys. The Rhodes isn't super prominent in this particular session, but it should give us an idea of at least what it sounds like. So let's pop it on. Movement. All right, so just to reiterate one more time, this is what the keys sound like dry, soloed up. And here's the movement. Let me just do a quick loop here, and that way we can hear it. Let this roll. Let's play with the step sequencer a little bit, do some random stuff. All right. So I could literally keep going on with this. This is super fun. I could put this on just about every track and feel like I could get something creative out of it, or it's a great way to start songs, or it's a great way to enhance your productions or to liven up your mixes already. So So this is just a super brief overview of movement. I know it's probably been a long time. I've been talking for a while, but this is definitely something that is a deep plugin, and we're just kind of scratching the surface on. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you at least got to hear some of the sounds and got to see some of the functions that it has, some of the features that it has. Very cool GUI, very easy to move around. I would definitely have to give this plugin a 5-star rating, 2 thumbs up all the way. Output stuff is killer. I'm a huge fan. So this was Movement. My name is Pete with Mix Better Now. As always, I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you have a great day. I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks a lot.